Armed protesters gathered this afternoon on the grounds of the Kentucky State Capitol. All this as the country still reels from rioters' attack on the U.S. Capitol just 3 days ago. Thankfully, things stayed peaceful today in Frankfort as lawmakers met inside. Protesters say they wanted to send a message to lawmakers. Now some state leaders have a message of their own. Olivia Russell was at the rally, and she has more first on Fox.
But we got to come together as one, united in this country.
We want them to listen to us because that's what we pay them for.
Dozens of armed protesters chanted and cheered outside of the state capitol as lawmakers were inside discussing and voting on several top priority bills.
Some of those laws are not very well written, and we want to make sure that we can have some control of what's in them so that we're not giving away our lives.
Tony Wheatley is one of the organizers. He said the protest was made up of 4 or 5 groups and militias from across Kentucky. Wheatley clarified this protest is not like the events that unfolded in Washington, D.C. just a few days ago.
They're all friendly. No one's going to be hurt. No one's going to be rushed into buildings. And we just want people to understand that this is not about force.
These protesters aren't just focused on the bills being discussed right now. They're also asking lawmakers to impeach Governor Andy Beshear.
He's done things that just doesn't add up to normal business. Not necessarily because of the mandates that have taken place, but there are other things that the governor has done, like borrowing $865 million without consent of the legislators.
Wheatley believes some legislators agree with the crowd, but he said ultimately impeachment isn't likely.
But we want just to get the point across for the American people and the people of Kentucky that there are things you can do besides storm the Capitol.
While their voices were outside of the Capitol, they hope their message was heard inside. For the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
State police increased their presence at the Capitol this week. Several troopers patrolled the area today. Now on Twitter this afternoon, Governor Andy Beshear said this about the rally. 3 days after domestic terrorists attacked our U.S. Capitol, there was a militia rally in Frankfort. They brought zip ties. We will not be intimidated. We will not be bullied. America is counting on the real patriots, those who condemn hate and terror when they see it. End quote.